Ian Storey, why do you think the British public don't like estate agents? Talk to me.
Well, I think it stems back from probably the 1970s and 1980s when unscrupulous estate agents could get away with things that they can't get away with now because of the internet.
Okay, expand a bit more on that one.
So you could lie to a buyer about what a vendor had paid for a house. Well, you can't do that now. I think it's probably easier to con people then than it is now.
Anything else?
I think the general public don't understand what we do.
Whose fault's that?
The industry. Yeah. If you look at other countries around the world, I learned a lot from Australia, Tom Panos, etc. And they have a far better reputation there than they do here. It's regarded as more of a profession.
Yes, and we're considered more of an industry here.
Yeah.
What would your advice be to estate agents wanting to improve their own reputation and therefore, by definition, the industries or the professions?
Be better at marketing. Don't overvalue. And do more in your local community, even if that's just interviewing the butcher.
You're very good at marketing, local marketing, talking to local people, your property tours, which are presenter-led, which we'll come on to in a second. Do you really think it's that easy?
Yeah. I don't think none of this is difficult.
So you're telling me you're doing property-led, presenter-led tours and interviewing local shopkeepers, which is absolutely probably nothing to do with selling houses. Well, probably the property tours are. And that improves your reputation locally?
Hugely. The best thing I ever did was lockdown, lowdown videos during COVID lockdown, where I spoke to everyone. And ever since then, people know who we are and they trust us to a degree, as estate agents.
But you stopped doing them though, didn't you?
Oh, well, I did, and I'm starting again.
Is there anything else estate agents could do to improve their own reputation in their own town?
They could give more value instead of just selling.
What should they stop doing?
Listing their properties on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay,
not stop doing that, Chris, but jab, 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 right hook, shouldn't they? So they should give jab, jab, jab.
Yep.
Jab? Right
Three
hook.
jabs.
3 jabs. So they should be doing the jabs as well as the listing.
Okay, so just for everyone, a jab is a give and a hook is when you actually ask them for something. Well, not sell, ask them.
Yes, correct.
There you go. So what else should they be doing apart from listings on social media?
On social media. Well, they should be giving away valuable local content. I mean, it sounds old-fashioned to be saying that now because that's been we've known that for years, that they should be giving value about the bridge that's closed round the corner or the gas pipe that's being replaced on Cheshire Avenue. Those sorts of things is what people care about. They don't give a shit about the new house you put on the market.
If only someone's been banging on about this for years, it's been unbelievable.
But it's true. The stuff we've done with the local community, people love it so much and they engage.
And by engaging, when you do put out a content about your property or about agency, they'll listen to it.
It goes down well, yeah. The amount of doors I've been in since doing the vendor farming videos back in the day, which I'm also starting to do again, by the way. The amount of doors I've been in is incredible about people who know you. Oh, I feel like I know you. Oh, Ian, how are you? Never met before, but they know you.
It's because they've seen you on video and the subconscious cannot distinguish between seeing someone on the screen and meeting them face to face. So therefore they feel like they know you.
Yes.
And when they know you, they get to like you. When they get to like you, they trust you, and people do business with people they trust.
Yes.
So in a roundabout way, the general perception of a estate agency is everyone has a personal responsibility to get out there using the power of one of these things, social media, and go with the act of trying to give value as opposed to trying to sell them.
Of course, yeah. So when we talk about vendor farming videos, for people watching who don't know, I did this loads when we started Stories and it really got us known. So I'm going to start doing it again for the new area that we want to grow in.
Okay.
So that's put an iPhone on a tripod that costs 30 quid outside one of your competitors' houses, say how good the house is, why people should buy it, and direct them to the competitor's website or Rightmove. It takes 5 minutes.
But you're asking me, asking the agents watching this to help sell a competitor's house?
Yes. Best thing you could ever do.
The person that came up with that crazy idea needs plenty shooting, don't they?
It was the best thing I ever did. Because I used to wear a mic that had a fluffy, or got all this from you, the fluffy thing on the end of it. And I got to know these lads, and they used to take the piss of it, like, like lads do when at the pub about, like a hamster on YouTube, whatever it is.
Dead cat, yeah.
But in reality, they knew me, people knew me from Facebook, from doing this. Welcome to whatever it is.
Top tip, boys and girls. Check it out. Right, okay. Anything else that they should be doing or not doing?
Well, adding value is quite a broad term, isn't it?
Okay, so you've done local interviews.
Local interviews. The vendor farming is good because you're adding value, but it's also relating you to property. So if you want to grow in the upper quartile, as the term is used a lot, isn't it? If you want to grow in the upper quartile in your market, don't stand outside 100 grand terraces. Go and stand outside £2 million houses.
Okay.
I always thought, sorry to interrupt, Chris, because you told me this. If the vendor questions what you're doing, if they happen to be there, well, you can say, well, I'm just trying to help sell your house. I'm Ian from Storey. Good luck. And if the agent contacts you to say what you're doing, you say, well, just so you know, I mentioned to the vendor that I'm helping you to sell the house.
Screws their brain up, doesn't it? And you used to do local property market reports as well, didn't you?
I did. So I've restarted those as well. In fact, I filmed the January one on the way here, which is why I was late. So we're doing those, again, as per the video that you did with Luke, however many years ago that was. But I've just refined it slightly to the over £500,000 market.
Definitely, just highlight when you're focusing on your properties.
Yes.
Just focus on the posh end stuff, if that's what you want.
Yes.
If you want any of these videos, then just go to my YouTube channel. I think type in local property market reports, Watkin. There's training videos there.
Funny enough, that quite funnily, that's the right word, the thumbnail for that video that you've got is a really nice looking blonde haired girl. But when you click on it, you see Luke and you. So it's a bit of a disappointment.
Yes. Sorry, mate.
Quite funny.
Thank you for your time today, and I hope that's been useful to you boys and girls in estate and letting.